Grew up with all the madness and criticism. A bad vision of an exorcism had me risen. Hallucinating in my spare time made me strange. I rearranged the good thoughts for all the bad.
What's up, guys? I'm StarJake here once again with a brand new video. Here today, I want to tell you all a little experience I just had. So, my parents are out of town. I live with my parents. I move out some point in early 2024, specifically out of the country. I'm not going to say exactly what location yet, but it'll be a surprise. I will definitely make a vlog of it when I am getting down to it. But anyways, I live with my parents and they are currently out of town for something. Now, since they're out of town, that means that I basically have to walk everywhere because I literally will not get a cab and I will not drive because I'm just too anxious. So, I have been walking to work, I have been walking to places I want to go to, and all these places are very close by. My job is less than an hour away. By car, it's only about 5 minutes, and by walking distance, it's about 20 minutes. So it's not really that far away. El Vaquero, the Mexican place I like, it's pretty much the same distance. It's right beside where I work at. And there's the park, which is about maybe 30 minutes away. It's only a little further than my job is. Those are 3 places and they're all relatively close by. But I wanted to go to Walmart today because there is a vinyl pressing that I desperately want. This vinyl pressing is unbelievably expensive, and I personally think it's a little too expensive considering it's being sold directly from the artist's website and it's not sold out yet. It's an expensive vinyl and I really wanted it. I have 2 cards on me. I have the card that I get paid with at my job and I have a Walmart money card. Now, unfortunately, a lot of places do not accept my work card because it does not have a chip in it. So I am forced to use my Walmart card to buy certain orders. The website that I was going to buy this vinyl on, so I had to go all the way over to Walmart and put some cash on my Walmart card. Now, sounds simple enough, you know, just walk over to Walmart. Well, Walmart is about 50 minutes away by foot. I just learned that. So, by car, Walmart is only about maybe 10 minutes away, but walking distance, it was like an hour. I want to start from the very beginning and kind of work my way around because I really want you all to hear this fascinating story. So the first thing I want to say is I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning, meaning that I was relatively tired when I woke up. So I walked to work, which is like 25 minutes. I worked for 6 hours. I walked back home, which was also 20 minutes. And then I sat down and started looking around online, and then I was like, oh man, there's only 4 copies left of that vinyl. Should I buy that? Because I may never see it again. It's limited to 25 copies. It's autographed by the artist himself. And the only way to hear this record is by purchasing the vinyl. This release is not going to be on streaming services. It's not going to be on CD, YouTube, or anywhere. The only way to hear it is by ordering the vinyl. So it's a vinyl exclusive release, limited to 25 copies, and it's autographed by the artist. If you ask me, that's pretty awesome. And since only 4 copies were left, I rushed over to Walmart to get money on my card so that I could buy it. I started walking to Walmart, and it didn't seem like it was going to be that bad at first because I know exactly where Walmart is. It's not that far away. It's pretty much just a straight walk, but the walk happens to be relatively long. So the first thing I want to point out is when I was walking on the main road, I literally came inches away from getting hit by a car as I was walking. Like, I was texting somebody, which if you ask me was pretty stupid because I should not have been doing that on a busy street. But I was texting somebody and I was not obviously looking up. So this car came speeding up and then I fucking jumped out of the way to prevent from getting hit by the car. Like, I jumped to the left and almost got hit. So there's that. I almost got hit by a car on the way to Walmart. So then I kept walking, and my feet were unbelievably exhausted, and I finally got to Walmart. Now, when I went to Walmart, I went to the left to go to the money center, and the money center was closed because it's Sunday and they close early. Apparently, they usually close around 8 o'clock, which is what I was hoping for because I would have got there in time. But nope, they closed at 6 o'clock for some reason on Sunday. So I could not go to the money services area to put cash on the card. Then I paced around for a second trying to figure out what I was going to do because I just walked all this way just to be unable to put cash on the card, and that was really disappointing to me. So then I started talking to the person by the door, and she updated me that I could maybe go to a cashier and they could put it on the card. So that's what I did. So then I went to the ATM. Now, the ATM at Walmart is ridiculous. I'm not kidding when I say that it would not accept my card no matter what I did. I spent a good while just shoving the card in and out trying to get it to work. And it finally did after about 20 minutes. So after 20 minutes of fooling around with the ATM, I finally got how much I needed. So then I went over to the cash register and I saw this register that was just completely open. So I walked up to it and the guy seemed pretty cool. Like, he seemed like a really decent person, but I was like, hey, I need to put $220 on this card. And he's like, how do I do that? And I'm just like, oh my God, you don't know how to put money on the card? So he doesn't know how to do it, so then he calls for another cashier to come over and help do it, and thankfully, she knew what she was doing. So after almost 20 more minutes, I got money on the card. It took forever because the guy had no idea what he was doing, and it was a complete process just to do it. Then, oddly enough, I ran into one of my customers from the place I work at. He spoke to me for a couple of minutes, which I honestly thought was pretty cool considering I don't have too many interactions with customers when I'm outside of work. So it was pretty cool, but yeah, I talked to the guy for a few minutes and then I had to head back to the house. And as I was walking back to the house from Walmart, I almost got hit again, but the car was coming from the opposite direction, like from behind me. The person sped up behind me and honked at me, and I almost fell, like, straight to the ground. Luckily, the person missed, but it was also really close, just like it was the first time, although the first time was significantly closer and probably would have ended in a casualty if I didn't jump out of the way. But yeah, another incident where I almost got hit by a car. Then I found a snake on the road, which I very carefully avoided. And then I got fucking screamed at by this guy who was sitting at one of the red lights. Like, as I was walking, this fucking dude just started screaming stuff at me, and I'm like, dude, what do you want? Finally, I make it back to the house. I get on the website, I order the vinyl, and now I'm sitting here doing a video about it. I had an experience, to say the least. I almost got hit by a car twice. I had an endless amount of problems when I went to Walmart. Like, this was a bad idea. I should not have walked to Walmart considering how far away it is. Like, sure, I could have waited a couple of days, but if I did, this vinyl probably would not be available. Now, for those of you wondering what the vinyl is, I am going to do an unboxing for this. I would be a fucking idiot not to do an unboxing after what I went through just to buy it. The vinyl that I bought is Tears on the Dance Floor. Now, what artist is that? Now, we all know what Blood on the Dance Floor is, right? You know, Blood on the Dance Floor, it's a group I've been listening to since middle school. Well, Davi goes under multiple names these days. He goes under Kawaii Monster and The Most Vivid Nightmares. I'm not sure what name this record is being released under, but I think it's just called Tears on the Dance Floor. I think that it's a new project he's forming. I don't know, though. It doesn't really say what project it's under. It literally just says Tears on the Dance Floor. So maybe it's the first release to a whole new project. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, it's called Tears on the Dance Floor. It is $200, which is, again, ridiculous. Even if it was, I mean, I understand if it was a very limited edition out of print vinyl, like a vinyl that's been out of print for a long time and is really valuable. But this is not out of print. It's literally being sold right now on the artist website. It should be between $20 to $40. That would be a better price. $200 is just ridiculous, especially for a release that none of us can even hear unless we have it. Now, I'm going to treasure this vinyl. I am going to love every fucking thing about it because I went through all of this just to get it. And I'm hoping that this record is really worth all of this. I hope it was worth that entire walk to Walmart. I hope it was worth $200. This record just better be a fucking masterpiece. That's all I'm gonna say about it. But yeah, soon I'm gonna have the Tears on the Dance Floor LP in my collection. All it cost me was a 2-hour walk to Walmart and back. It almost resulted in me getting hit by a car, and it cost me $200. So yeah, click the link in the description and go order it. I went through hell just to order this vinyl, and I'm really hoping that it arrives because I'm going to be so disappointed if it doesn't. I spent way too much on it, and I just went through a whole experience just to get money on my car to buy it. So yeah, none of us can hear it until we get the vinyl pressing. The only way to hear this record is by getting the vinyl. You can't hear it online. It won't be on CD. It's just on vinyl. And only 25 are made, so nice. Anyway, click the link in the description and go buy it. Hopefully this will be worth what I paid for it. So yeah, click that link in the description if you want to go get it. Alright. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all later. Have a great night. I hope y'all enjoyed the video.